texter. Maybe he or she spends a lot of time on Facebook. Well, if so, a new study says your son or daughter is more likely to engage in risky behavior such as sex. News 9's John Jordan takes a closer look at the study, and it is getting a lot of attention, John.
Well, it certainly is, Amanda. Very simply put, this new study suggests giving your kid a cell phone without limitations is like allowing your son or daughter to join a gang. For today's teen, texting has become a way of life, and for some, they are texting a lot.
Like 10 times every hour, depending on how many people are talking to me at that day.
So you text quite a bit?
Yes, sir.
And for those teens who text more than 120 times per day, a new controversial Case Western Reserve University study says they are more likely to engage in all kinds of risky behavior.
With cigarette smoking, with alcohol use, with binge drinking, with having been in a fight, with having 4 or more sexual partners.
Dr. Scott Frank, the study's author, says he surveyed some 4,200 students from 20 different Cleveland, Ohio public schools. He found those teens who tend to text more tend to have parents who have less education and come from one-parent households.
It may, in fact, be peer pressure, and that the kids who are most involved in those behaviors are the ones who are then receiving a relatively constant stream of peer pressure.
Local psychologist Dr. STEWART Beasley says the study may be onto something.
I think that what you find is that kids who tend to reach out and be more social in their social networking, whether it's texting or Facebook or whatever, tend to be more chance-taking.
Teens we spoke to differ on the findings.
Those who have cell phones would be more likely to do risky stuff just because they have more connections to all that stuff and everything, and they have friends who have connections to that.
I don't really think texting and like phone stuff would have anything to do with that. I mean, I guess it's kind of where you grow up and how your parents bring you up.
And in addition to texting, the study also found teens who use social networking sites like Facebook for more than 3 hours a day are also just as likely to engage in a lot of the same risky behavior. Amanda?
All right, John. Now, Dr. Beasley says whether one agrees with the study is not what's important here. He says what's key is parents use the study as another reminder of the importance of monitoring what it is your kids are doing.
Some good news tonight on the job front. The number of people